Hello everyone and welcome, and thank you all for coming. It's taken about 6 months to organise this. So it's lovely to see you all in the room eventually. Just really quickly, I hope you'll pick up a bag at reception. So please do, registration desk, please pick that up. And really quickly, so in the bag, you'll have your, like Mark said, you've got like the floor plan, and you've got lots of leaflets about the day and everything I'm going to discuss. So all the information we're talking about in the next half hour should be in your bag. So please go and grab one. I also wanted to say, because I know it did cause a bit of confusion with the registrations for the different sections. If you are a bit worried about and you don't remember which ones you signed up to, I'm going to have them all on my clipboard, so please come and find me. It's more about health, fire and safety, about the numbers in the room. It's not a strict thing about if you didn't sign up, you can't go in. It's more just to make sure we manage the numbers, because the other rooms are a bit smaller. So if you haven't signed up to a session and you really want to go and there's space, then obviously we can kind of stop people in. So it's not about, you know, you're going to miss out. So just come and find me. Okay. So yeah, so really quickly, I just wanted to give you a charity update really. So obviously we haven't met for a couple of years now because of COVID, we've been stuck at home. And the trustees all got together over COVID, and we thought, how can we help our community? So what we actually did, time goes so fast, was it last year, is we actually did a COVID kindness grant. And we advertised it on our website and social media, and we asked anyone that had a P10 diagnosis if they needed anything from us. So we had 4 categories in which you could apply under education, essential items, equipment, and mental health and wellbeing. And we actually granted money to 15 adults and children, and I get all emotional, I'm sorry. And we managed to buy this little boy a bed, and we bought laptops, we bought fridges and freezers, we bought trikes, and I really hope that it helped our community during that tough time. So I just want to give us a quick run through about where we want to go, to be honest, as a charity. So since October, I've actually become the first employee of the charity, because during COVID, as with everything, everyone was working from home, and they had their children, and the charity we felt that it wasn't really being pushed and being driven because everything's run by volunteers. So I got my hand up and said, okay, I'll work for charity. So now I'm trying to do a few hours a week to try and push our charity forward and be the voice for you guys, to be honest. So the first thing I want to say is we are actively looking for new board members, and particularly a chairperson, because people that have been before, you might notice that Ian isn't with us today. He is still part of our board, and he's very much included. He just can't be here for personal reasons today. So there is an information leaflet in your bag, and if anyone is interested in becoming a board member, at the moment there's 7 of us on board, and we all just bring personal experience from our professional and personal lives. So something on the website, part of fundraising. So it's kind of whatever you bring. If you think you've got any skills that could help us, it's literally a couple of hours a month. So it's not a big commitment. But if you've got any passion to help our community, then please come and find me, and all the information's in your bag. So where do you want to go? So my next job role after organising today is we're going to be looking at the 5-year plan for the charity, and basically we're going to ask you what you want, to be honest. We think what we want to do is eventually set up national clinics for people with P10, where you would come for the day and then you would see everybody that you need to see on one day or maybe over 2 days. So all different types of doctors, oncology, dermatology, neurology. And I suppose the idea, from my point of view, comes from like the Cleveland Clinic in America, which I took my son's, and it was just an incredible day. Just to see every doctor that knew everything about my son's condition was incredible. So we're at really early stages. So I think what I want to ask you guys, and there's a leaflet in your bag, is what do you want out of the clinic? We are just doing a trial. This will be a trial, our first one. So maybe like long term, probably want to be kind of north and south, I think, but maybe for a trial, we'll just do one location like London or Birmingham or something as our trial. Kind of how would you envisage the day working for you as a patient or a parent of a child with P10? Would you want it to be 1 day, spread over 2 days? What specialists would you really like to see? And what would be your main aims? And there's a sheet in your bag, and I would love if you could just fill it in, let me know, because I'm going to be brainstorming off of all of these in the next couple of months when we write our essentially like a business model, business plan for the NHS, and then kind of work out what we want as a patient community. So this really is your input to tell me what you want, and then I will work with it as much as I can. So please, I will be in the Oak Room. Well, I'll be running around with head to check in, but I'll also be in the Oak Room over lunch. So please come and find me if you've got any questions. So I suppose I want to quickly talk about fundraising, because unfortunately the clinic isn't going to run itself. Eventually, the NHS will hopefully take it on for us, but what we essentially have to do, I've been talking to people in the NHS, we have to run it first as a community, and we have to show that it works and that it's needed as a patient group, and then they will take it on. So we do have to raise some money to run the clinic. So this is all on our website, but if there's anything that you would like to take part in, any local fundraising ideas you can do, do you work for a lovely big company that could be our charity of choice and do a corporate donation? Is there any, basically during lockdown, I kind of designed some new fundraising tools. So online, there's lots of stuff now that you can download. There's posters, there's sponsorship forms, and you can download those for your own events. And if you've got any problems, email me, but they're kind of all there for you to kind of run little local events. We've also got a Just Giving page if you were doing like a sporting event or anything, and you can sign up through that to raise money. So also people can donate. I'm not necessarily saying people that are in this room to donate the money, it's more spread the word to your communities further afield, really. A lot of people don't understand what P10 is and how it affects our community, so it's about getting that message out there. Obviously, if people do shop on Amazon, like I do, I don't know what I'm saying there. If you can go over to Amazon Smile instead of just Amazon, it's exactly the same website, but you put Smile in front, and then Amazon give us a percentage. So I think between me and John, we are earning quite a lot of money through Amazon Smile. So every like couple of months, we're getting a couple of £100 off Amazon, which just helps, build things up. So if you do any shopping, please go over and find us on Amazon Smile. And then obviously we've got the Facebook. We've managed to kind of get a non-profit status on Facebook, which took a very long time, which Ian and John worked on, but we've got it now. So if you do anything like that, then please find us on there. So the big thing I want to talk to you about, if there's any runners in the room, is we have applied and we've been given, or we've purchased 5 half marathon places for London Landmark Half Marathon. It's on the 2nd of April next year. Obviously, a half is only 30 miles. I'm going to be at the cheer station with my class, so unfortunately I'm busy. But if anybody would like to take part, then we would. I mean, there isn't a goal. There isn't you have to raise a certain amount. It'd be nice if we could raise £1,000 per runner. That would be our goal. So if we could have 5 grand in the event, would be amazing towards our clinics. There will be cheer stations, and we will also promote your kind of efforts along the way. So we've just got a little video, John, of the event.